And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for race number 25 of the 2014 NASCAR Spring Up Series season. We are here today at Atlanta for 33 laps of racing, getting ready to go green for our second to last race of the regular season. After last week's race at Bristol, 14 drivers are locked into the chase for the Sprint Cup of 2014. Chasing spot 15 and 16 are still to be determined for these during these next two races. On the pole is the number 5 of Casey Kane. And right now that 5 of Casey Kane is not in the chase. Alongside is the 99 of Carl Edwards. He has 2 wins right now in that 99 car. He is solidly in the chase. Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski, 2 former teammates at Penske Racing, will be on row 2. Brian Vickers and Joey Logano, row 3. Row 4 is Eric Almirola and Martin Truex Jr. And row 5 will be Clint Bowyer and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Also known as Clint Bowyer and Marcus Ambrose. Jr. is 12th. Matt Kenseth has a 84-point lead on Brad Keselowski, but that will not matter because after Richmond next weekend, the chase points will be set, and Kenseth right now has the highest chase seed. He's tied with Logano and Harvick. Jamie McMurray picked up his first win of the season last week at Bristol, so McMurray has qualified for his first ever chase in his Cup Series career, along with Allmendinger and Almirola. That is all of the pre-race news. We're going to sit it down trackside so we can get the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
And we will take you to your starting grid for today's race at Atlanta. Alright, we are going green this time by. I'll let you guys know that I have the hiccups right now, so don't make fun of me. But anyway, on the pole, Casey Kane alongside Carl Edwards. Edwards is locked into the chase, but Kane is not. How aggressive will these drivers have to be the next 2 races to make sure they are in the chase for 2014? The fans are on their feet. 33 laps of racing around today's race at Atlanta. And Casey Kane lead the field down into the green flag. We're racing from Atlanta. And already making it 3 wide is the 15 to Clint Bowyer, who's the inside of the 43 of Eric Almirola. And it's Casey Kane. He got a great jump there on the start. He will lead the field off turn 2. And Brian Vickers, he's going to make it 3 wide for second place. We already got a crash. I think we actually had 2 crashes. And, oh, watch out, guys. The 2's in the wall. Keselowski, Truex, and Harvick in the wall in turn 3. They race back to the line. And I believe all cars were able to start their engines. And Casey Kane, Brian Vickers, and Paul Menard, and Kyle Busch for the top 5. The drivers who have not been to victory lane yet, so right now the drivers who are involved at 32, Travis Kvapil, both of the BK cars, Alex Bowman and Ryan Truex. Looks like Ryan got a little bit more damage. It's been a horrible season for the 83 team of Ryan Truex. Bowman will be in this 23 car for, I believe, 2 more races. There's Michael Annett in the 7, Casey Mears. Don't really see anybody else who has severe damage. And some guys are coming down pit road. Clint Bowyer will be staying out, so he will be our leader when we go back green. Also staying out will be Jeff Gordon, David Reagan, and Michael McDowell. They'll be staying out as everybody else will be coming down pit road, top up with gas, and put on some fresh tires. So Let's go back and see if we can get a replay of what happened with Ryan Truex and his teammate Alex Bowman, along with a 32 Travis Quapple. And Truex went upside down. There was, I believe, 2 crashes. I believe. I think something happened back here. Might have been this. Ryan looks like the 32 Quapple's gonna turn Bowman up into his teammate Ryan Truex, and look at the ride that 83 goes for. The 2 Borla exhaust Toyotas, and Ryan goes upside down, starts to tumble down the track. Does he land on his 4 wheels? No, he does not. Travis drives away. I don't believe Bowman or Truex did. And a look at it. Now, I believe something else happened. The 7 of Michael Annette spun right here. I knew I saw 2 crashes. And it looks like the 14 of Tony Stewart's going to turn the 7 of Michael Annette. Ricky Annette takes a spin off turn 2. And looks like, I believe everybody might be able to avoid him. Oh, Mir barely snuck by. Annette spins though, but luckily nobody hits the 7. Quapple drives away from that crash, and Truex and Bowman were transported to pit road. And Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon, and David Reagan have came down pit road. The 48 is somewhere, some reason he's back here. There's Quapple. Alex Bowman and Ryan Truex are out of the race, so no more BK racing cars in today's race. Michael McDowell has stayed out, so he is our leader. The top 5 have not been Victor Lane this year. Now, Michael McDowell's not eligible to be in the chase because he's not attempted every race this season. Casey Kane is second, Kyle Busch, Brian Vickers, and Paul Menard in your top 5. Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, Dale Jr., Kurt Busch, and give a call to Bobby Labonte right now, running inside the top 10 in 10th place. And I know it says 12th for Kyle Larson, but it's really 11th. Eric Almirola, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, and his teammate Joe Logano, Denny Hamlin, Marcus Ambrose, Jamie McMurray, Matt Kenseth, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Justin Allgaier 21st, Carl Edwards, AJ Allmendinger, Joe Nemechek, and Martin Truex, Witt, Harvick, Wise, Sorensen, and Yelly. And issues with the 34, David Reagan. Looks like the 34 is off pace. He just came down pit road about a lap ago. One of those 4 cars that stayed out, but Reagan came down pit road, so issues occurring on the 34 of Reagan. Speed this up a little bit. So might be an engine blowing up on the 34. We'll find out if he takes us far behind the wall. Question is, how slow will Michael McDowell be? Now, Casey Kane's best lap is over a second quicker than the 95, so I don't believe it'll be too long until the 5 makes the move for the lead as the green flag comes back out on lap 6 of 33. And Menard goes to the inside of the 55 of Vickers. That is for 4th place, and here goes the lead. Changes the 5 of Casey Kane to the inside. It'll clear him off turn 2. Kyle Busch now under attack from the 27 of Paul Menard. Now comes the 16 of Greg Biffle on the inside. Should Casey Kane win the race, Kyle Larson needs to have a 48-point lead on Clint Boyer, leaving this race to have the 42 in the chase, and the 41 goes off track. Kurt Busch saves it but loses a whole lot of positions and now almost gets turned by the 43 of Almirola. And now we got lead changes up here. How about Paul Menard? Right now, Paul is 11th in points. Casey Kane is 17th. They are 1 and 2. Ryan Newman now trying to get thrown away from Greg Biffle, but he's just got put in the middle by the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Josh Wise is on pit road along with Martin Truex Jr. Caution is not out, but Issues for the 78 and the 98. And now the caution is out as we have a crash somewhere. Racing back to the line, the 27 of Menard, the 5 of Kane, and the 88 of Earnhardt Jr. will be your top 5. Or top 3. Larson and Vickers for top 5. And the issues, it looks like the now Marcus Ambrose was involved. Jeff Gordon is involved. David Reagan, a lot of cars. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson on pit road. There's Cole Witt, Landon Castle, Josh Wise, Joe Nemechek. Wise was just on pit road. I don't know if he was in that, but Landon Castle, Witt, Reagan, and the 48 of Johnson's already took his car behind the wall, so we'll be having some more pit stops going on. Paul Menard will lead the field on to pit road. Here on our second thing of pit stops, could we see maybe 2 tires, few only? But find out as let's go back and see if we can get a replay. And oh, Clint Boyer involved. The 15 of Clint Boyer. He was 8th in points. And this is not good for the 15 of Boyer to make the chase. Carl Edwardson, the 99, was involved. So was Denny Hamlin. So there was like a lot more cars than I thought. Let's go back and looks like the 11. Hamlin was the one who cost it, or kinda. Looks like the 41 of Kurt Busch might have made contact with the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Maybe Stenhouse came down. Looks like Stenhouse. Ooh. Stenhouse turned the 11 of Hamlin up in the outside wall. Hamlin came down into Stenhouse. Carl Edwards got hit by the 9 of Ambrose. And Edwards is going to hit the inside wall and see all the damage from that 99. Just keep my eyes on back here. Looks like they're all okay. But you saw the 24 Jeff Gordon coming to your screen. Clint Boyer in the 15. The 66 is out of shape. Joe Nemechek. Oh, he went upside down as well. And Jimmy's going to run into his teammate's back bumper. How did Joe spin out? Joe had a miss, but looks like Stenhouse came out right in front of the 66 of Joe Nemechek, and Boyer and Gordon nowhere to go. Landon Castle runs in. David Gillen does a nice job on the inside to get by. Johnson rear ends to 24 Gordon. Casey Mears is able to get that car slowed down, and he's going to be able to get away. There's Michael Annette, Reed Sorensen, and Gordon goes up on the side. And Reagan, he looks like Reagan could have had that miss. And 34 was able to come back out on track. We saw him off pace on that caution lap, and he was good to go, but not anymore. Now taking his car behind the wall are David Reagan, Cole Witt, Jeff Gordon, Joe Nemechek, Clint Boyer, Marcus Ambrose, and Jimmy Johnson. Also, the 99 is also out of the race. That's Carl Edwards. Now, Josh Wise, Landon Castle, Travis Quapple, they are 1 lap down. They are showing Martin Truex at the tail end of the lead lap. Right now, he is 30th. So at Paul Menard, which is our leader, passes him, Truex will go a lap down. Dale Earnhardt Jr. second, Casey Kane, Kyle Larson and Brian Vickers, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, and Michael McDowell. All that pit strategy done on that first caution paid off with the 95 car. AJ Allmendinger, Greg Biffle, Jamie McMurray, Kyle Busch, Eric Almirola, Justin Allgaier, Bobby Labonte, Joe Logano, Tony Stewart, and the 2 of Brad Keselowski. It looks like we might be going green this time by. Yes, we are, but we're not going to wait that long. And now we are green. And 27 of Menard trying to get around the 78 of Truex from the outside. I don't know how that will play out for the 27. Now the 55 under attack from the 3 of Austin Dillon. Second restart in the road. The 55 got keyed to the outside. And Kane turns his teammate Earnhardt. He hits the inside wall. Issues with the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. And rookie Larson and Dillon got by. Now Larson to the inside of Truex. And Larson almost got, I think he was about to get turned by the 3 of Austin Dillon. Wait, no caution. No caution is out. So they are still green. We'll go back and get a replay of Junior whenever we can. And Casey Kane under attack from the 20 of Matt Kenseth. Ryan Vickers going up through the middle to get around the 42 and the 31. And it's the 27 of Paul Menard still out in the lead. The 3 of Austin Dillon second. Ryan Vickers, Kyle Larson, and Ryan Newman. Their top 5. Now Biffle goes to the inside of Newman and Larson. And there's Dale Jr. right now. He is 27th. Last car on the lead lap. And we got the 98 turn around in turn 3. That will bring out our third caution of the day. For the 98 of Josh Wise. That will give us a great time to see if we can go and get a replay of the Junior Kane incident. I believe it was in turn 1 on the back stretch or somewhere. Coming off, looks like the same thing that happened to Tony Stewart and Michael Annette. Casey Kane turns to 88 of Junior right there. Looks like he got in the left rear corner pin of the 88, and Junior's going to smack the inside wall, passenger side. Not enough to send the car behind the wall, but that might ruin some things on the car that will not make that car as fast. So tough break for the 88 of Junior, but he is 16th in points, but hey, he has 2 wins, so he's in the chase, so not too bad. And we got 2 guys staying out on pit road, or staying out on track, and JJ Elliott and Popolo are lapped down before you think they're on the lead lap. Greg Biffle and Ron Newman, these guys already have a win, and Dylan will be our first guy coming out of pit road. He might have done 2 tires right there. Larson will be second, Menard third. Michael McDowell at 95 course doing a good job, and Casey Kane's going to lose a lot of time on pit roads. He needs a win to make the chase. There's Austin Dillon, the first car off pit road. Can that 3 car, can Dillon grab his first career win? Also, we have to go back and see what happened to the 98 of Josh Wise. This is what brought out the caution. He was able to drive back to pit road and complete a service. Even the same thing that happened to Earnhardt. Yes, it was. Getting on that left rear corner panel, coming off the turn that will suck the car in front of you around. Josh Wise got turned by Michael Annette. Almost he saved it, but gets you inside the wall, and that ended up sucking the 98 car around. Happened around right off. The crash happened right off turn 2, and it ended in turn 3. So that's how long of a spin the 98 car took. But he was able to put 4 fresh tires on that iRacing Reddit Chevrolet, and he's ready to go. Kurt Busch is at the tail end of the line. Right now he is 27th. JJ Elliott 1 lap down along with Martin Truex, Landon Castle, and Josh Wise. Travis Kvapil is 2 laps down. And 32 cars are remaining on track, but 27 are on the lead lap. And the top 2 stayed out. So we'll see how that strategy will work for our 2 leaders, win or if they come down pit road. The lead right now would be for Austin Dillon and rookie Kyle Larson, the 2 rookies. How cool would that be, battling it out for the win? Got Paul Menard, 1 career win. Michael McDowell, this is an undefunded team who should be running around 30th. And Brian Vickers, expect a little bit more out of him this season. Right now 20th in points in that 55 car. But it's Greg Biffle who's been scoring as our leader. And Ron Newman second. Remember, the 44 and the 32 are not on the lead lap. Going around be 14 to go this time by. Oh, McDowell! Oh no, McDowell! Brian Vickers, Matt Kenseth. This is why Brian Vickers we talked about was 20th in points right here. Michael McDowell was low. Looks like he turned the 32. The 32 was low right in front of the 95, and 55 of Vickers. Wrong place at the wrong time. David Gilling, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth. Here's the race coming off turn 4. Biffle, Newman, and Dillon, your top 3. And a tough and a good run the 95 was having. Michael McDowell will end, well, not maybe not end his day, but will end any shot he has had at a good finish. See, the 95 and the 55, 55 was on the outside of him, so he had that higher groove, and the 95 ran right into the 32. Kenseth gets collected. Casey Kane did it. He was so lucky right there to get by Kenseth. Not so lucky. Gillen, Bobby Labonte, Justin Allgaier. Wallace and Castle does a nice job not hitting the 51. Both of the H. Scott Motorsports entries involved. So that is a tough break for those guys. Kyle Busch, one of those cars who's fighting for a wild card. And actually, it is kind of a wild card. And Michael McDowell did take his car behind the wall, so that 95, the damage on that was not able to be fixed. Greg Biffle still in the lead. Everybody came down pit road though behind him. That was a great caution, a great timing for the 31 of Ryan Newman. He got some great track position right there. We'll watch the race off pit road. It'll be Paul Menard will be your leader. Casey King will be second. Tony Stewart, Jamie McMurray, and rookie Kyle Larson. Casey Mears, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Keselowski, and Harvick. Top 10 off pit road. And Austin Dillon had a horrible pit stop. He's all the way back here where Allgaier and Busch are. And so did Newman. He had a horrible pit stop as well. So that will change some things up front. Bobby Labonte has took his car behind the wall along with the 38 of David Gilliland. I believe that is David's 12th DNF of the year. Biffle has finally came down pit road in the 16. It'll be 24th, the last car on the lead lap. It is Paul Menard, Casey Kane, Tony Stewart, Jamie McMurray, and Kyle Larson. Casey Mears, AJ Allmendinger, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse, and Kevin Harvick. Alan Marola. How about these two guys? Michael Annette's 12th, the rookie. And how about Dale Jr. bouncing back after that spin with Casey Kane? He is 13th, Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth. Denny Hamlin, he spun early in the race. He is 16th. Reed Sorensen, Justin Allgaier, Austin Dillon, and Kyle Busch. Vickers, Newman, Kurt Busch. 24th is Josh Wise. Yeah, I don't even know. 24th is Greg Biffle. 25th is Josh Wise, JJ Yeley, Martin Truex, and Lenny Castle. They are one lap down, and Travis Popple is still 2 laps down. So 29 cars remaining on track, 24 on the lead lap. It is Paul Menard looking for a second career win, looking for that big win that he needs to have a shot to win the championship. He's had a great season to up to this point. Casey Kane second, Tony Stewart. These about the top 6, about 5 of them have not been in victory lane, and Casey Kane got a good jump. Here comes McMurray to the inside of Stewart, and Larson will make it 3 wide for 3rd place. And it looks like Stewart might have took 2 tires, and if he did, it's not working out for the 14. And Hamlin almost got turned on the 3 of Dillon. They emerged back on the track, and nothing bad happened yet. And Casey Kane up here trying to get the lead away from the 27 of Paul Menard. 8 laps remaining at Atlanta. Kane to the inside, Menard on the outside. Side by side for lead as they come off turn 2. Look at Casey Mears up in 3rd place. I forgot what race it was, but there was a race earlier in the year. Might have been, I don't even know. I think it was Indy. He had a top 5 finish. It was incredible to watch. That 13 of Jermaine Racing and that whole team get better and better as they progress throughout these past couple of years. And Kane to the lead. Menard back for second. Mears, Allmendinger, and Tony Stewart your top 5. McMurray, Logano, Larson, Earnhardt Jr., and Alan Marola your top 10. Harvick, Kenseth, Annette, Dillon, Stenhouse, Newman, Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Allgaier, and Greg Biffle is trying to come back from a pit stop right before it went green. That is your top 20. Now Menard back on the back bumper of the 5 of Casey Kane. And Menard on the inside. They're side by side coming off turn 2. Kane might want to tuck in behind the 27. That way the 13 won't get to the inside of the 5. The 5 though has a pretty good gap to the 13 of Mears. 5 to go from Atlanta. New leader 27, Paul Menard. The top three have not won a race. Look at Logano. Look at Earnhardt. Dale Jr. coming back in that 88 car, and Mears is catching our leaders. Our one and only race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Paul Menard, Casey Kane, Casey Mears, Joey Logano, and Dale Jr. is coming back. Trying to get around the 22 for 4th place. The 5 trying to catch the 27. Still side by side for 4th place. Earnhardt on the inside, Logano on the outside. Stewart gets by McMurray. So does Allmendinger. Austin Dillon in that 3 car coming back, and Kyle Larson shuffled back to 10th place. It looks like Kyle Larson could maybe clinch the spot in the chase after this race. Not really sure. And Kane is not catching Menard. Menard, I think, has this win in the bag right now. Will pit stops also be an issue? I wouldn't see why these guys have to come down pit road again. I mean, since they've been on pit road about 3 times today. And Kane running a higher line, trying to get some speed off the turns. Earnhardt now on the inside of Mears. Earnhardt's coming. This 88 car has the best car of our leaders. Just time. I don't know if time's on his side. There's a slower car up ahead. Paul Menard, Casey Kane, Earnhardt now back to the. Oh no, Menard stuck behind. Look at Earnhardt. Earnhardt Jr. to the inside. Kane is slowed down by Quaffle. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back to the lead. Menard got shuffled back, and Kane's in the wall. Kane's wrecking in the back. He saves it, but a lot of time, a lot of track position has just been costed for the 5 of Kane. But look at his teammate. After spinning earlier in the race, has bounced back, and Jr. is out in front. Austin Dillon, after a horrible pit stop, trying to come back into 3rd place, behind his teammate Menard 2nd. This is not what Paul Menard wants to see, but this is what he's singing. The 88 making a bounce back. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will come back after a spin, and he'll win the race at Atlanta. And he will become a 4th 3-time winner of 2014. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. What a bounce back for the 88 Jr. If he can pull something like this off the chase, that would be outstanding for this 88 team. Paul Menard 2nd. Had this win, maybe, just maybe in the bag. Came up behind the slower 32 of Travis Quaffle. Kane was put in the wall by the 32 of Quaffle. And Earnhardt just made a move to the inside, made a 3 wide, and it worked out great for him. Let's go back and look at that one more time. See, Junior's on the inside of Kane, so Kane maybe could have made a move to the inside, but Earnhardt was already there. Menard got hauled up by Quaffle. And look at the run that 88 car had. And Kane tried to come down, almost gets into Casey Mears. Menard and Mears gets by, and Kane's still stuck behind the 32. He gets loose. And the 5's going to be in the wall, I believe. Somewhere. He's still trying to get around. Stewart. Kane right there got turned by the 22 Logano. They both went into the outside wall. And, boy, that 5. He was just driving the wheels off that Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. Just wasn't enough. He will still finish 10th, but still suffering for him and Paul Menard. But it's Junior winning the race. Paul Menard, and we already pretty much went through the top 4. Tony Stewart, another top 5 for Casey Mears. Tony Stewart, Ron Newman, Jimmy McMurray, Eric Almirola, and Kevin Harvick. Casey Kane, Kyle Larson, Michael Lynette, and that's a good run out of this 7 car. Matt Kenseth, Ricky Stenhouse, Kurt Busch, Biffle, Logano, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, and Allgaier, Vickers, Sorensen, Hamlin, Truex, Allmendinger, Yelly, Castle, Wise, Quappel, and Labonte. There is the rest of your results. So this has been race number 25 of the season. Next week we are heading up to our final race of the season. The regular season, Richmond, to see which 16 drivers will officially be locked in into our 10 race chase to the Sprint Cup. We'll be there. We'll see you next week to bring you live flag to flag coverage of that race. Till next time, here comes a celebration screen of the '88 NASCAR Chevrolet of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Goodbye, everyone.